ENN Tonight.
It's official. Burlington swore in its new mayor and made history.
A huge milestone was made for North Carolina, all thanks to some tiny homes.
When the idea was first seeded, we just didn't know if this would even be possible.
And Alamance County is just lighting up with holiday spirit. Stick around to hear about the festivities before you go home for break.
Those stories and more.
ENN Tonight starts now. Good evening, and thank you for joining us for our last ENN Tonight of the semester. I'm Charlotte Pfabe.
And I'm Alice Morrissey. Let's jump right into this week's top stories. Surrounded by friends and family, Burlington's first female mayor was sworn into office at a Burlington City Council meeting. I was there to capture this historic moment. Burlington locals came together to watch the winners of November's municipal elections officially take their new positions, like first female mayor Beth Kennett.
Finally get here tonight and sit down and actually go through the meeting. It was, I'm kind of floating right now.
In a unanimous vote, Councilmember Bob Ward was also sworn in as Mayor Pro Tem. Locals say they came to watch because they were excited to support the new administration and see what change Kennett and the City Council will bring.
We needed a change in Burlington, and change has come because of Beth Kennett.
While being sworn in, Kennett held a children's book along with her Bible. The book, A Bold and Brave 10 Heroes Who Won Women the Right to Vote, written by U.S. Senator Christian Gillibrand, tells the story of 10 suffragettes. Kennett says she chose this book to symbolize that nothing is impossible no matter who you are.
Women deserve to be equal, and not just women. I mean, anybody that we tend to think is less deserves to be recognized as equal.
Kennett says she bought 17 copies of the story and plans to give them out to children along with a letter from her. Alice Morrissey, ENN Tonight. Council members Ian Baltutis and Jeffrey Smythe also took the stage to be sworn into their new roles.
Confusion spread quickly across social media after headlines claimed the Trump administration no longer considers nursing a professional degree. Some students say the claims are misleading and are tied to the big beautiful bill taking effect next year. This will affect federal loan limits for graduate level nursing programs, not the status of the nursing profession itself. One freshman nursing fellow at Elon University, Ava Gaudette, says the reaction on social media has caused unnecessary panic. Gaudette hopes policymakers will recognize the essential role nurses play in caring for communities.
Several new North Carolina laws took effect December 1st. This include IRNA's law, which could spark the return of executions to the state. Our Miles Hayford is in studio with us. Miles, could you tell us a little bit about what's going on?
Thanks, Alice. On December 1st, House Bill 307, or ARENA's law, went into effect. This law eliminates cashless bail, in some situations restricts pretrial release, and includes an amendment that would have the state find another form of execution if lethal injection is found to be unconstitutional or just not available. Currently, the death penalty is legal, but hasn't been used in almost 20 years in North Carolina. The crime bill came after the stabbing of Ukrainian refugee Irina Zaruska on a Charlotte train in August. Now, just a few months after Zaruska's killing, a stabbing on a Charlotte commuter train happened just this week. A 33-year-old male suspect has been charged with 5 counts, including attempted first-degree murder. The male victim was taken to a hospital and is in stable condition. Though violent crime was down 25% in the first half of this year, in Charlotte, these high-profile killings have sparked nationwide outrage. Another key law that took effect was House Bill 193, which allows certain employees to carry firearms at private schools. House Bill 805 recognizes 2 sexes in the state and changes laws related to birth certificates. Harrison's law also took effect, and it makes hazing a misdemeanor and the involvement of any school personnel in hazing a felony. That's all I have on the new laws in North Carolina. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Miles. We'll be sure to keep a lookout for any more updates.
Alamance Community College is adding a new degree next fall, Forensic Accounting and Fraud Examination. ACC will be the first community college in North Carolina to offer this degree. It'll add courses in cybersecurity, fraud examination, and internal controls. According to accounting trade organizations, forensic accounting graduates could earn up to 32% more than traditional accounting majors.
Governor Josh Stein announced a record-breaking number in North Carolina. 33,000 jobs were added in the state. Biotech and aerospace industries have played a huge role in this growth, and big companies like Amazon are continuing to invest in North Carolina. Stein's office estimated that this would have a $23 billion impact. On the state earlier this year, CNBC ranked North Carolina as the top state for business in the country. Assistant Professor of Economics Devin Hawkins says that this economic boom will benefit college graduates in many different ways.
North Carolina is so great is the cost of living, the affordability, all of the things. I think you and I have talked about this before. All the things that North Carolina has to offer lies here for you at a much lower cost than at many other places in the nation. So then that demand to live here is kind of amplified, not just by my quality of life, but then also the fact that jobs are coming here.
Hawkins says that there was a high demand, not only for jobs in the sciences, but also business.
Restaurant chain K&W Cafeteria closed its doors across the country, including its Burlington location. The company made the announcement December 1st on Facebook that all locations would close permanently on that same day. The food chain opened its first location in Winston-Salem nearly a century ago, but it filed for bankruptcy protection in 2020. According to K&W, 5 of its 8 locations are here in the Triad.
Benevolence Farm in Graham, a tiny home community in North Carolina for formerly incarcerated women, officially broke down on their new homes. ENN's Fiona McAllister was at the opening ceremony to capture this moment.
Benevolence Farm welcomed its first resident almost 10 years ago, and now with 7 new homes on the way, it'll be the first tiny home community in North Carolina.
It is pretty surreal to see this tiny home groundbreaking ceremony happen today. When the idea was first seeded, we just didn't know if this would even be possible.
Over $1 million were donated by the North Carolina Housing Finance Agency towards this construction, on top of outside donations like Dick Fisher's, a Burlington local.
To see these people that really, really need help, and not much has been done for them. It's starting to change some now, thanks to this organization, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
Elon University alum Lauren Hill used to volunteer at the farm during her time at Elon, and after hearing about its expansion, she decided to come back and give it a visit.
Growth is so encouraging. I think they already had a really inspiring mission here, and the fact that they have the opportunity to expand on that, I think is really exciting.
Former resident Linda Caton hopes that the women who move in here will find their purpose, just like she did.
My purpose is to help others who are struggling to overcome addiction and reintegrate in society post-incarceration.
Fiona McAllister, ENN Tonight.
Caton says that though she doesn't live at Benevolence Farm anymore, it's a place that nourishes her spirit.
Coming up, stay tuned to learn more about the Alamance Burlington School System's nutrition program.
And stick around for a play-by-play on how the Phoenix played against Ferrum men's basketball.
I don't know why you're so sad. You've got a roof over your head.
You gotta stop with that depression stuff. That's what white people think. You alright?
It just feels like it's coming from everywhere.
Do you want to talk about it?
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad.
Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?
Whether it's our stories, the warmth of our laugh, or our family's secret sauce, we all bring something different to the table. So make some space. The power of connection is waiting right outside your comfort zone. Learn how you can help strengthen your community at belongingbeginswithus.org/teamup.
there's only one thing that will save somebody's life, and that is naloxone nasal spray. Get 911 on the phone, get the emergency responses there on their way.
Yo, camping buddy. Okay, you guys ready?
Dude, I thought you were driving.
I thought you were driving.
Oh, I never said I was driving.
I definitely can't drive.
If you're high, just don't drive. It's illegal everywhere. If you feel different, you drive different.
Hate is loud, but love is the majority.
Our Mackenzie Cruz is in the virtual studio with your winter weather update. It was snowing earlier, so Mackenzie, what are we looking at for the next few hours?
Thanks, Charlotte. I'm sure we all saw that snow earlier today, so here's a look at what's currently happening. As you can see, there's precipitation moving east across our area right here. That is the snow and sleet that we've been seeing on and off during the day today. This purple that's covering Alamance County means we're under a winter weather advisory until noon tomorrow. You should expect a total of about 1/2 inch to 2 inches of snow and very slippery roads that might freeze tonight, so be careful while driving. It's about 30 degrees right now, and you might be thinking, surely it's colder than that, and you'd be right. The wind gusts are causing a real feel of about 17 degrees, so bundle up tonight. That's all for now, but I'll be back later with the rest of this week's forecast.
Yeah, I definitely felt that chill earlier. Thank you so much, Mackenzie. We'll be sure to dress very warm tonight.
The Alamance County Burlington school system has over 20 community eligibility provision schools, a program that allows schools in low-income areas to give free breakfast and lunch to students. ENN's Anjolina Fantaroni has more about Alamance County nutrition resources.
It is rewarding getting them the free meals, doing everything I can to get the most children to qualify for free meals so that more can eat.
We definitely don't want anybody to go hungry, so we'll do everything we can to make sure that student gets a meal.
A lot of these students, it's frustrating for me because sometimes they don't get to participate in extracurricular activities like school dances or things like that if they have a school debt over like $30 and not just school, like with nutrition, it's also like library books and stuff like that. But to me, that's not fair for the students because it shouldn't be on them to pay for their meals. That's ultimately parents' fault for not providing for them, and then they get to miss out on fun activities,
If the community would like to, they can help pay those student balances.
Did we season this already? Okay. Yeah, can we bring that back to me?
We are actively now doing a food drive for Broadview Middle School to stock their pantry. We believe also as much is given to us that we can give back. So this is going to stock their pantry so that it'll support their backpack ministry when kids are leaving on Friday, and they can leave with a backpack full of, canned goods or food items to last them through the weekend. And we just think that that's part of it, of the service that we do.
To read more about the program, pick up a copy of this week's Pendulum. Elon football punter Jeff Yerk will be entering the 2026 NFL Draft, making this the end of his Elon football career. The redshirt senior made the announcement in a post on Instagram reflecting on his time at Elon and thanking his teammates and family. Over the course of his Elon career, Yerk totaled over 90,000 punting yards. York earned third-team All-Coastal Athletic Association honors, helping Elon reach the football championship subdivision playoffs. After a brief transfer to the University of Pittsburgh, York came back to Elon in 2024. He then earned an All-CAA honors.
Being a specialist, it's so hard to kind of predict everything that happens. You know, you're not going to predict that you're going to get drafted. You're not going to predict which team you're going on. So, you know, there's a lot of unknowns in the near future.
York closed his post by thanking Elon, saying he was built and shaped here as he now prepares for the first steps in his professional football career. The Elon's men's basketball team faced Ferrum University for a home game that would test their early season momentum. ENN's Benjamin Burfield was on the court to capture all the action.
Elon's offense started the game by shooting 6 of 10 from the three-point line, all en route to an early 33-15 lead, while Ferman couldn't make a shot for 5 minutes straight. While up 43-27, Ferman closed out the first half on a 17-1 scoring run to tie the game at 44, all heading into halftime. Elon guard Jawan Carr acknowledged that Elon began to lose control of the game and were starting to lose the rush of things near halftime.
I think just being out of control, anxious because shots weren't falling, and next time we just have to be composed whenever shots aren't falling, keeping that same energy going earlier.
Ferman continued its momentum in the second half as to build a 13-point lead for the first 11 minutes. Elon's offense struggled as they went scoreless for over 4 minutes. Head coach Billy Taylor admitted that Elon had difficulty responding to Ferman's scoring run.
We had some starters that didn't really step up and help us as much as they needed today, too.
Although Elon cut the lead to 6 with over 2 minutes left, it was too little too late as Ferman came away with a 97-88 win, leaving the Phoenix with their 4th loss of the season. Benjamin Burfield, ENN Tonight.
The Phoenix will host its next game against Northern Illinois this Saturday. The game will be live streamed on Flow College for those wanting to watch at home.
Up next, Christmas characters visited an ice skating rink right here in Alamance County.
Phoenix 5-day forecast of the semester after the break.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
Even more than I wanted a gold medal, I wanted a heart of gold, like the mentors who were my balance beams refusing to let me down, and the coaches who spoke out to anything out of bounds, heroes who never stood on podiums, but stood up for me. Every shot I made, give the assist to those who since my youth were referees, ready to blow the whistle and end abuse.
I rescued Toast from a shelter in 2011. I love Toast because she's a lazy diva. Toast does whatever she wants, obviously. She's sleeping right now. She's an epic snuggler. She's so comforting. She's so loving. Toast makes me laugh. When I walked into the shelter, I knew right then that she was special.
Kudos, Carl. You've always had a need for speed. Racing anything with wheels, speed reading novels in record time, yelling out 3, 2, 1 at every traffic light. But this time, you've taken your power obsession to the next level. By purchasing this electric vehicle, you've given yourself instant torque that blows your old launch times away, which will keep you saying, woo-wee, every time you punch the pedal. Good for your adrenaline, great for the planet. That's the power of EV.
Health officials are warning North Carolinians of the spreading norovirus outbreak and urging residents to take precautions. The virus moves quickly from person to person, and as reports are rising across multiple counties. There are no treatments that stop the virus, making prevention even more important. It's recommended to wash your hands frequently, disinfect surfaces, and stay home if you have any symptoms.
Construction of the new Healthy U building is right on track, and its walls are beginning to take shape. Director of Campus Recreation, Cam Adams, says they haven't had any delays in construction so far this semester. Adams says the team is hoping for little rainfall so that they can stay on track. Students, on the other hand, have heard different news and are confused about who is paying for this new building.
Seniors are just not going to get to see this building be created, and it's, it's probably, they're probably paying for it, right? Because that's part of the tuition. So that's what I've heard.
Adams says that student tuition is actually not paying for the construction of the new building. Adams says Elon has been putting money aside for this project for over 8 years, along with donations. Elon University has been named a national leader in residential education, receiving 2 major awards at the inaugural Residential College Society Awards ceremony. The Residential College Society recognizes Elon with the 2025 Institutional Excellence in Residential Education Award, an award highlighting the university's commitment to building community and a blend of academic and residential life. In addition, Director of the Global Neighborhood, Sandy Marshall, won the Outstanding Faculty Member Award for her work in fostering mentorship and community within Elon's residential programs. The Residential College Society says Elon's model stands out for turning student housing into a place for both learning and connection.
Professor of Exercise Science, Svetlana Nepochadik, has been named the next director of the university's honors program. She'll step into the role at the beginning of this June. Nepochadik works in mentoring students and promoting wellness-centered teaching. Her new role will oversee all aspects of the honors program, from curriculum oversights and honors thesis coordination to recruiting new fellows and chairing the honors advisory committee. Nepochadik says she's looking forward to helping honors fellows both thrive academically and personally, emphasizing key parts of the honors experience.
Our Mackenzie Cruz is here at the desk to give us our Phoenix 5-day forecast. So what are we expecting this week? I know it was snowing. Are we going to get more of that? What's it looking like?
Well, unfortunately for our snow lovers, we will not be getting any more snow. It looks like the snow and the cold will end by tomorrow and start to warm up a bit as we get further into the week. Here's a look at campus today, our first day of finals. Pretty consistent snowfall from about 10:30 this morning until late afternoon, with some freezing rain mixed in and small flakes. The snow didn't really stick very well. Most of the day was in the low 30s, but the wind chill was about 10 degrees colder. The winter weather advisory went into effect at 7 a.m. for Alamance County and will remain until noon tomorrow. Now for your Phoenix 5-day forecast. Like I mentioned earlier, tonight we'll see the last of the snow and freezing rain by 8, maybe some flurries around 9. However, there will be a low of 18 and the wind gusts we saw today. Tomorrow will be sunny with a high of 38 and a breeze, but watch out for icy roads in the morning. Wednesday, the wind gusts will pick up to 26 miles per hour with mostly sunny skies and a high of 53. Thursday and Friday will be mostly cloudy with highs in the mid-40s. And finally, the sun will come back out on Saturday with a high near 43.
Yeah, well, thank you so much, Mackenzie. We're looking forward to this week.
Thank you.
Shuffle and Roll has become a space for RPG or role-playing game players to meet and play. ENN's Cassie Weymouth has more.
If I get a chance to come out and spend time with the guys I go to tournaments with and have over at the house, I'd rather come support my store.
That was Rick Carmichael, a regular at Shuffle and Roll. Shuffle and Roll is a game store that hosts game nights every Thursday and Saturday. These nights are open to everyone, though Magic the Gathering is one of the most popular games here.
Nothing really beats the offline feeling and setting of just being around people and just being able to talk and have random interactions with people in person.
Gerard, a newcomer to these game nights, play both in person and online, but he says that an in-person environment like this can't be beat. Grady Brantley, another regular at Shuffle and Roll, encourages everyone who's interested to get out there.
Just go out. Just go out and do it. I mean, there's really nothing to be afraid of. Everyone's super chill about it.
Shuffle and Roll is much more than just a game store. It's a place where people can gather with friends and meet new people. Though Magic the Gathering might be the most popular game here, all games and all people are welcome. Cassie Weymouth, ENN Tonight.
Shuffle and Roll hosts game nights every Thursday starting at 6 and every Saturday at 7 p.m. While Christmas comes early in parts of Alamance County, every year Graham Recreation and Parks puts together a synthetic ice skating rink. Skating is free most days of the week, with costs only being on Thursday skate with the character nights, when admissions is around $5. The rink has 3 45-minute skating sessions starting on each hour from 5 to 7:45 p.m. And the theme for their most recent character night was none other than Cindy Lou Who and the Grinch.
It's just really, really fun to be able to give back to the community for this. And so then being able to provide that little bit of magic for the next generation is just really, really fun, really rewarding.
The Graham Skating Rink will remain open until next Saturday, December 14th.
And now joining us live is ENN's Design Chief Reagan Sizemore, here to tell us a little bit about Best Of. So we have Best Of, it's our special edition of the Pendulum coming up in January. Tell me a little bit about it.
Yeah, so Best Of is game themed this year. We picked the theme earlier in the year, and we're going to be highlighting all of the best of things that students voted on in the fall with different game elements. So we'll be doing board game section, video games, yard games, and it'll be a really good chance to show off our more artistic and creative side of the Pendulum.
Yeah, well, that's great. Well, I bet we'll have people picking up that copy this J-term. So thank you so much for joining us, Reagan.
Thank you so much for having me.
And an annual event filled historic neighborhood with lights and luminaries coming up next.
Hear that? Good. That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed.
In 4 days. There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children. She didn't know what to do.
Did you have a good day at school?
She gave them some broth without any bread.
There you go.
And kissed them all soundly.
Night night.
Good night. And put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org.
Women are bad with money. That's what the world's been saying for centuries. But now, we've got something to say.
Save it. It's time to save ourselves by saving our money.
Until we're no longer 80% more likely than men to live in poverty in retirement.
Save it. The falsehoods, the feelings of fault.
Then, the funds. Learn how to save for your retirement at WeSaySave.
Well, that's all the news we have for you this evening. Thank you so much for joining us.
Head over to our website, elonnewsnetwork.com, for stories, sports, and more.
And make sure to follow us on social media at Elon News Network.
Have a great night, Elon, and good luck on finals.